that the gain in value of exchange rate translates more directly and equitably in lowering the living expenses for Kenyans. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Is the chairperson for the Finance and National Planning Committee present? Or any member of the committee who can make a commitment? Okay, again, I think we leave that to Majority Leader to ensure that it gets the attention of the committee. And maybe at the next sitting they can advise us. I think we can go. The next statement is by the Honorable Stephen Mule, member for Matungulu. If you can proceed, please, with your statement.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provision of Standing Order number 44-2C, I rise to request for a statement from the chairperson and of Departmental Committee on Transport and Infrastructure regarding the collapse of Athi River Bridge at Ndunyu Sabuk area in Matungulu constituency. Madam Speaker, the Athi River Bridge serves as a primary link between Kiambu County and Machakos County, particularly functioning as the principal route connecting the residents of Thika Town and Matungulu constituency. However, movement between the two counties have been paralyzed after the bridge collapsed due to floods due to the recent rains. Residents who wish to traverse between the two counties are now forced to use boats and travel between the two areas. Madam Speaker, mostly alarming, the collapse of the bridge has resulted into approximately 300 students not able to attend school at Ndunyu Sabuk. Some of the brave children, desperately not to miss their education, are endangering their lives daily by attempting to cross the treacherous river in makeshift boats. This is a situation that not only poses a great risk to their safety, but also severely harm their constitutional right to education, as well disrupting economic activities of traders and farmers from the both counties, who rely on the bridge to transport their goods. Despite the plight of these residents, the Kenya Rural Roads Authority, KERA, is there to take any action. Madam Speaker, it is against this background that I seek a statement from the chairperson of Departmental Committee on Transport and Infrastructure on the following. Why is the Kenya Rural Road Authority, KERA, yet to take action in reconstruction of a bridge considering the pride of the residents of the two constituencies? 2, what are the immediate measures being taken by the Ministry of Roads and Transport to provide temporary crossing solution to the resident? And 3, state why the construction of Tala-Ndunyu Thika Road has stalled for the last 3 years, and measures put in place, and what measures are put in place to ensure the contractor resume construction of the said road. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
The chairperson for the Departmental Committee on Transport and Infrastructure, are they present to give a commitment? Okay, they're not there. So again, we leave that to the leader of majority.
Honorable Speaker, we will require about 3 weeks to respond. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. I didn't know you were present. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, 2 weeks. Yes, your point of order.
Madam Speaker, the representative of the committee is requesting 3 weeks. Madam Speaker, as we speak, 300 kids cannot access their school. I find 3 weeks too long. We need to take action as quickly as possible, and I would wish the committee can give the best priority to this question, because we cannot sit in this house and 300 students are not able to access their school. Something must be done, Madam Speaker.
Your response, Honorable.
Honorable Speaker, I sympathize with the member's situation, and we promise to respond to the matter within 2 weeks. 2 weeks because we have quite a number of statements to respond to, and we require the ministry to appear before the committee to commit the statements to us.
You've already summoned the ministry? Have you summoned the ministry already, or are you saying you will?
No, I mean we have a number of other statements that have been requested for by members, so we will require ample time to respond. I think 2 weeks will be good enough. I hope the member will allow me to take 2 weeks.
But maybe I can even help you, Honorable Chair. If it's the bridge, is it under the Highway Authority? Is it under KERA?
From what I've heard the member say, it's under KERA. We have bridges that are under Kura, KERA, and Kenha. Yes. But I think that one is under KERA.
So I think the fastest way is to actually summon KERA.
Yes, we will, but normally we summon the minister, who would delegate to the principal secretary, but not to the DG. We rarely invite the DG directly. So we will require the minister to nominate, to ask the PS to appear before the committee, or he appears, the CS appears himself.
Why don't you make it at a week, 1 week? Because 2 weeks we already have gone to recess. 3 weeks would have gone to recess. Okay. So I think, to be fair to the Honorable Mule, and considering the urgency of the matter, it's not like other statements. This is an actual I mean, children are not going to school.
We'll do our best,
so
Honorable Speaker.
Say that you respond this time next week.
Okay, Madam Speaker, we'll do our best. Thank you.
The Honorable Member for Laikipia East, Honorable Mwangi Kiunjuri, you have a statement?
Thank you. Madam Speaker, pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 44-2C, I rise to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee of Tourism and Wildlife regarding the regulation on wildlife in private conservancies. Madam Speaker, in the last few months, communities in Laikipia East constituency have been living in fear and frequent anxiety due to the frequent marauding by wild animals from nearby private conservancies and ranches, such as Sorio, Orbajeta, Rodaiga, among others. These animals, particularly elephants, lions, and the most notorious zebras and monkeys, have caused havoc and suffering to the residents. Crops have been destroyed and livestock have been killed due to the lack of regulation on the wild animals from straying to private conservancies. Madam Speaker, while we appreciate the importance of wildlife conservation and tourism revenue that is generated from the same, the pride of the residents situated around the private conservancies and ranches cannot be overlooked. Regrettably, the residents are terrorized by these animals, resorting to them, living under constant threat and unable to move freely, especially at night. Madam Speaker, it is against this background that I seek a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Tourism and Wildlife on the following. 1. What action is the ministry taking to ensure that wild animals found in the private conservancies and ranches are contained to prevent them from straying to the people of Sorio, Tigedi, Kihato, Umande, and Muturia location? Number 2, could the Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife provide details on who has the responsibility to ensure the necessary fencing of such private conservancies and ranches, ensure that they are done and maintained to keep wildlife within their boundaries, and what measures are in place to enforce this responsibility? Number 3, what measures are there to ensure timely compensation of residents from the losses occasioned by such animals, including crop destruction? And lastly, number 4, what policy measures are in place to ensure communities are not receiving peanut benefits from the conservancies, ranches, and government, considering the benefits gained from visits by tourists due to the presence of wild animals? I thank you, Madam Speaker.
The chairperson for the Committee, Tourism and Wildlife, are they present? Yes, Honorable Member for Kiambaa.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm the Vice Chair of the committee, and we commit that within the 14 days we'll be able to bring a report in the floor of this House. I know the issues of human-wildlife conflict is very emotive, and we're going to do our best to make sure that we do a better report and bring it before the House, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Before we go to the next statement, Before we go to the next statement, the last one, I'd like to recognize the following schools that are seated in the Speaker's Gallery. Chogoria Boys Secondary School from Mahara constituency, Tharaka Nithi County. Kapkisiara Girls High School from Bureti constituency, Kericho County. We also have seated in the public gallery is Baricho Boys High School from Dia constituency, Kirinyaga County. And 3, we have Eagles Westview Secondary School from Kikuyu Central constituency, Kiambu County. We also have Ruai Hills View Secondary School from Kasarani constituency, Nairobi County. There is also Kiambo Secondary School from Mingi West, Kitui constituency. I think I will give a member, yours is not yet. I'll give the member from Dia to welcome the guest.